Hello friends, this is the mostly asked question in general of a Vivo Class 4. Working principle of liquid penetrate test or dye penetrate test.
Method involves three materials, namely cleaner, penetrant, and developer. The process is explained in steps here. Step 1. Cleaning. First, the surface to be tested is cleaned thoroughly with ordinary waste cloth. Then, clean the surface with a waste cloth sprayed with cleaner. Step 2. Penetrant application. Apply the penetrant gently over the surface to be inspected. Allow the penetrant bell time as per the established standard norms to make the penetrant completely penetrate inside the seat. Step 3. Removal of excess penetrant. Clean the excess penetrant over the surface using ordinary waste cloth. Again, clean the surface with the cleaner applied cloth. Step 4. Developer application. Gently apply the developer over the clean surface. Allow the bell time for the developer as per the established standard norms. Step 5. Inspection and evaluation. Now, inspect the surface for any defects, which will be in the color of the penetrant. Evaluate the defects, if any, in the acceptable values, and take decisions to accept, rework, or reject. Here, the flaw is established in this part by this method.
Principle of magnetic particle testing is shown here. In the metal without any defects, the magnetic lines of flux pass from south to north pole. If any disturbance is made in between the flux path, an obstruction in movement is made and flux leakage occurs. Now, if the iron powder is sprinkled over the part in between the poles, they are attracted by the leaked magnetic lines of flux. Using this principle, the defects in the weld are inspected by this method.
Working principle of ultrasonic testing.
Ultrasonic test uses a beam of ultrasonic waves produced by a transducer. These waves are passed into the part to be tested. The setup has a transducer unit with a display for output, a probe to check the object, a standard gauge block to calibrate the instrument. The principle and operation is explained here. First, the test equipment should be calibrated using the standard gauge block as shown. Check for the setting with thickness and predefined defects. Here, the instrument should show the reading related to the gauge block. The test surface should be cleaned thoroughly. A thin layer of couplant should be applied over the test surface. Now keep the probe over the part and move over the entire surface slowly to find out the defects. Indications in the display will be normal when there is no defect. If any defect is observed, a variation will occur in the signal waves in the display. Here, a defect is observed inside the weld, and so the signal waves show variations with its location. The area of the defect should be marked for further inspection. The decision to accept or reject or rework can be made by comparing the seriousness of defects with derived approved standards. Thus, the ultrasonic testing is carried out.
Working principle of radiography testing.
The purpose of radiography is to show the presence and nature of defects or other discontinuities in the interior of the materials. Radiography uses X-rays or gamma rays as the beam to penetrate into the objects. These beams are electromagnetic radiations produced by a powerful source. A radiographic film is used as a recording medium here. The setup has this radiation source with a detector film placed at the backside of the object. This path of the source is arranged such that it passes through the object to be tested. The principle is explained here. When the source produces the electromagnetic waves, the beams penetrate through the object and places its image in the film. The image is a shadow picture and is called as radiograph. If there is any defect in the object, it will be detected from the radiograph. To find out the defects, the film is processed and should be viewed in X-ray viewer inside a darkroom. The indications are marked and correlated with the standards to take decisions of acceptance or rejection.
If you find the information useful, please do like, subscribe and share. Thank you.